So have you seen any of the videos here on TikTok from jfoy_3.0? He claims that his grandfather, Richard Hoffman, is the actual Zodiac killer. And I just want to kind of unpack this a little bit here. Just take a little brief understanding, pull some cards, but I will take a deeper dive over on YouTube. Okay, let's just pull some cards. You know, let's kind of see a little bit of insights about Richard Hoffman, Ace of Cups. Now this is a heart being handed out and a little bit of a peace dove. This feels like sending... This is a cup of self-love, okay? Self-love here. Ace of Swords, which is a little bit of clarity. Clarity about... He had very clear intentions about his own self-worth, his self-love, his personal truth about what love is. Two of Wands in the reverse is, is the choice is made, the decision is made, a decision can't go back from. Six of Swords, travel. People's backs are turned there, and he's got the swords in his hand. This is meant to be to get out of troubled waters and move on to calmer waters. Cooperation, a plan, recognition, and okay, we got the Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. That is talking about he communicated and tried to hand authorities his identity. I'm leaning towards it is definitely possible that Richard Hoffman could have been the Zodiac killer. I want to unpack this just a little bit more. This cup of love, or this idea, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and we got three aces in this, by the way. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles, 111. I think we're on to something. Because of social media, this crime could possibly be solved inside sources in social media. So this is kind of saying that socially, he was, and this guy was a police officer, by the way. This is coming to me like internally. He had a battle that he tried to express out socially and through the media. He did demand certain letters to be publicized. Now, this decision can't go back from. Affluent, wealthy, upper class in the reverse. So this almost feels like he was lacking somewhere. Police officers don't make a lot of money. Biological, chemical, biological. This is kind of reminding me that a biological connection, potentially, this J. Foy could be onto something here about something really evil inside his grandfather. This is almost making me think that he may have been the one, potentially. Three of Pentacles here. This working together, this cooperation, this makes me think of the police. And we got the false card, which is not cooperating with police, acting like he was, but really on the opposite side of the fence here. And we have vacation, beach, abroad. He kept very, very local here. The Page of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles is this offering up of information about his hidden network. I think that there has been clues. He gave clues about things and he chose people that he had no DNA hidden DNA. There was DNA collected and celebrity in the reverse. He was trying to make a name for himself. He offered up information, and there was something. I'm wondering if some of the information that he tried to offer up, he tried to indicate there is a linkage in DNA at crime scenes to him, that maybe now would be a great time to try to process those. I want to say, but with DNA analysis and information, that could prove one way or another if Richard Hoffman is the infamous and the most infamous serial killer out there. Now, I kind of want to draw a couple cards to see what might have been his motivation, his deep-seated things, creative blockages, that is kind of like in life he did not feel very motivated. And reactive abuse. I'm kind of wondering, what did almost like he may have suffered abuse in his childhood, and needed external validation for his own woundings. And it feels like he may have thought he was receiving some kind of spiritual validation, that this is what he was meant to do to clear out his own woundings. And inner critic. He was very critical of himself, almost like the way I get rid of my blame, my self-blame, my part of my heritage, as I need to do these heinous acts. And when he would actually go and do these acts, he was disassociated, like mentally, spiritually disassociated with his own body. But there's some kind of validation that he wanted from the external world. And he had problems with self-esteem and self-personal power. And by performing these heinous acts, made him feel powerful. He did live with anxiety and, yes, fear. He had neglect wounds. I knew that there was something from his childhood. Neglect wounds. Okay, neglect wounds really comes from the type of abuse was neglect. Neglect. That he felt blocked from his creativity and himself. Oh my God, look at that, the typewriter. Holy shit. But because of this, he needed that external validation that he was somebody. He felt like a nobody. And that seems to be some motive why he was doing what he was doing. Now, this is just scratching the surface. I will take a deeper dive on YouTube where I could do longer than 10 minutes. So, I'll see you in the next one when I take a deeper dive into the Zodiac Killer.